Underdogs Podcast. It's your host T. Lee and my co-host Jock Camden. The most known unknown will realize.
Was pulling up, they acting like they couldn't see me. Now she wanna clean me up like a squeegee. I told her that's on me, baby, like yellow BZ. With the peanut butter tear like a Reese.
Everybody's plotting on their downfall and maybe not expecting them to win, but they come out on top anyway.
They don't forget the underdog when they see me. I hit them with the John Cena, they can see me.
We're gonna work hard. We're gonna stay dedicated. We're gonna be motivated.
I don't know. Being an underdog is probably more of a compliment for me.
Out of sight, out of mind. All I'm saying, just be careful who you idolize. I'm kicking this scripture just before the fame. Ain't no cap in my words, I go against the grain.
If you move like keeping it peach and keeping it real, like that's an underdog.
Surpass those long expectations. You're able to keep going no matter what.
You want to keep setting an example for people to follow. So the underdog isn't the loser.
Underdog is really honing in on your talents, dog. Don't let the compliments get you high.
But as an underdog, all you got is you. That's when you at your peers. You have to go through that phase so that you can be prepared for what's coming your way.
Yo, what it do, good people? Welcome to the Underdogs Podcast. We back at it again. Season 9, over 100 episodes, 100 guests, man. This episode 11. No, episode 12, my bad. Back in the booth with Big Dawg Tone, marketing, music, and motivation. Feel me? We ain't gonna waste no time, man. We got the marketing guru in here, man. You feel me? The big music executive. Yo.
Come on, man. You made me feel like a superstar with that one.
Hey man, the sheet real long, man. I just sat there and studied it, man. It's on the right. I say it's an honor, dog. Big dog.
And it's man, let me tell you, it's an honor. Like we were just talking about earlier, it's an honor just to even get interviewed because, like I said, that makes me keep going. That makes me keep working because I know I'm doing something positive. Because that means I get frustrated sometimes. Yep. I ain't gonna lie, I get frustrated. I'm like, man, I'm not working hard enough, but it's like the more times I feel like that, the more people hitting me. I'm like, bro, man, you doing your thing. Just stay consistent. So, man, I appreciate it. You having me on your platform, man. It's a dope platform. I'm honored.
Nah, facts, brother. You know what I mean? Like I say, it was just something that I felt it was time, bro. I've been seeing it going on. You feel me? And I already done seen the platform you been had that I already got on the calendar to come through it. So I say, man, I gotta chop it up with homie, man, for real.
Come through.
Mm-hmm. So, man, like I say, it's an honor to have you on the platform today, you know what I mean, to give your gems and give your story as well, you know, to know the man behind Big Dawg Tone, you feel me? So, to kick things off, though, instead of me introducing yourself, how would you introduce, you know, Big Dawg Tone to the world in your own words?
Man, shoot, Big Dawg Tone, small city out of Camden, South Carolina. The industry for I like to say for 6 years, that's when I've been really working with, you know, big industry clients and stuff like that. But I started off working at Solar Sound Studios. Shout out to Mr. Raphael Capone, man. He taught me a lot, man. But I worked at a couple studios and Quantum Beats out of South Carolina. Then I came back after I finished that and I started up I hit up Al Nuke. Shout out to my boy Al Nuke over there with Zay. He managed Zay. And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What y'all doing? What y'all need over there? And he was like, yo, man, Zay wanted somebody to come work with him, but he didn't want nobody producers. He only wanted producers. He didn't want not producers. He only wanted music execs. He didn't want no producers, no rappers, anything. So I was like, man, shoot, I'm the man for the job. So I'm still with Zay. I still do my stuff with Zay. That's my that's like my bread and butter right there. I ain't go, we locked in for life because he gave me an opportunity nobody else did. After that, I went to Authentic Empire Music Group, started working there with Boom Man. Shout out to Boom Man, man. He gave me an opportunity. Like I said, man, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm always going to appreciate the opportunity because he taught me so much. I learned so much. But now, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of doing my own thing. I just opened up my own agency, which I want to help independent artists. We definitely. Right now, I'm curating an event with the Coalition DJs, called Back in the Booth.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 clients. I'm actually picking up more clientele, but one of my biggest clientele is from In Position Entertainment, which is Julian Anderson. Shout out to my boy 25 Riches, and he managed 42 Doug, Black Youngster, Hitman Audio, Taj Money, Lil Migo, and I do the marketing for over there. You know, I do the websites, his tour support, everything that he needs. So I'm just in wherever you put me in. That's wherever they fit me in. That's what I'm.
Real talk, bro. That's like being a person that could play basketball and football at the same time. You wanted me to play soccer, I'm gonna kick the ball too. You feel me? Like, real
hey man, I'm but just put me in the game. That's how I always felt. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't gotta be, I'm gonna say the Bulls. I ain't gotta be Jordan or Pippen, man. Sometimes it's okay. It's on cool coach for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then I come in the game, I shoot a couple. You know what I'm saying? And I do my thing in the situation, but whatever you got to, whatever I got to do to get the job done, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just honored, to even, man, just be blessed, man. It's so much that I do, man. And people say I downplay what I do. And it's like, man, I just did the live production with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? On his latest film. So it's like, it's so much. I try. And the reason I'm like that, because I want to remain humble, because I know all this type of stuff can be taken away from me. And man, and I had a time in my life where it was taken away from me. So it's just like, man, I stay humble.
I sense the humbleness and the gratitude, bro. Because what's the biggest thing you just say, man? I know what it feel like, boy. Everything to fall, boy. Like, yeah. But man, before we even dive deeper, man, just reflecting on like 2024, like what was some of the biggest lessons you learned that kind of helped you when you got into 2025? Like, I like to say, like I don't believe in New Year resolutions in a way. It's more like what I've been working on already, it's carrying over into the next year. You feel me? So I don't just wait till January 1st. It already been in motion. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. So 2024, definitely I took the time off to really reflect and to master myself, to learn more about myself. I went to a series of time where I was depressed, overweight, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm doing all this great stuff and I'm operating at 70%. Imagine if I go get the mental health. Imagine if I go, get myself in shape. Imagine if I do this, man, how crazy it's going to be. And that's what I did in 2024. You know what I'm saying? I went and got the weight loss surgery. I lost over 150 some pounds, man. And I started, get into, my spiritual life better. Then I started getting into, man, anything that was positive to help me be a better person, because I understood I was dealing with broken black men. And you can't help a broken black man, and I'm broken.
Bro. It's real.
Being real, like in the rap game, I had to understand. I studied a lot of people like Bigger Rank. Took that time to really study people. Like I studied Bigger Rankers at that time. And he was talking about, in this industry we're dealing with, like I said, with a lot of black broken young men. And I felt like, man, I can't be good and I ain't good to myself. What can I really teach them? So that's in 2024. That's what I focus on, just being healthy, being a stable individual, working on kids, stuff like that, because I knew if I apply that to what I'm doing now, it's going to take over. And that's like the best thing I could have ever did, because I did so much in 1 year that I did in the last 6 years. So,
man, that's real, bro. Because like you say, before you can help anybody, you got to fix yourself, dog. And like you said the biggest thing about that mental health, bro. I just started working on that, bro. And I'm 33, bro. I never knew about no terms, anxiety. I never knew about PTSD for real. But I'm sitting there talking to people, man, and they looking like, man, like I'm like, you got to think. I was like, I never knew all this stuff. Everything I grew up around was just, it happened, keep going. You don't never just really sit and talk about it, or especially as a black man, it's like, bro, I ain't have too many outlets to go just sit and chop it down and just keep going, bro. That's just what I knew. But it's just like, nah, you had to, like, either I was coping, doing other things, it's coping mechanisms, bro. And I'm thinking it's normal, but it's just like, nah.
Yeah, it's so funny, man. They said crazy people don't know they're crazy. Crazy people don't know they're crazy.
You're not, because it's normal. You feel like it's.
I'm walking around here like, I'm thinking, man, people like, bro, you need to go get you. I'm like, man, I'm thinking they're a problem, but really, I'm a problem. But, and I was looking at being crazy as like, man, I'm out here just wilding out, just you going in somebody's house and their house is not clean, or just your car not clean. You feel me? Like, that's how, that those little stuff, that it tells a lot about a person. So
it do, bro.
And it's the little things that I pay attention to all the little things. And man, definitely mental health is like one of the biggest things. That's something I'm very advocate for because just like
bro.
our culture, we don't talk about it enough. And
man. And it ain't no shame in that, bro. It's a black man to a black man, bro. It's like, shoot, we can be our biggest enemy to ourselves, bro. And it's like we already going against the world. So it's like, damn. Like you say, if you can at least shift your mind and perspective, and like you say, have gratitude and be more humble with things, and like you say, the experiences we've been through is like, you don't never want to go back there. So the only way you can move forward is, like I say, you gotta shift, bro. Push more positive and try to, like, once you get to that point, like you say, when I feel like I'm being my best version of myself, I can then try to help the other people. But I can't be doing that and be a hypocrite. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, and I'm to be real, like I probably was one of the biggest hypocrites. And see, sometimes I was looking at it like I'm not out here, you know what I'm saying, selling dope in the neighborhood, but I'm mistreating my woman. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I'm talking crazy to her. You feel me? So it's just like I was looking at it like one thing was bigger than another.
Yeah, like it make it seem like it ain't as bad.
That's how I was looking at it. Like, man, okay, yeah, I'm still going to the house. I'm like, she get on my nerves. I might cuss her out, but that's just as bad as me going.
But I ain't put my hands on them. But I just cuss out.
All the same thing. And
it is, bro.
I never understood that. You know what I'm saying? And I knew I needed mental health because I wasn't even raised around it. You feel me? So it's like, man, I just knew I picked up. I never seen my granddaddy cuss my grandma out. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like something I picked up. But to say this, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, there's nothing wrong with getting mental health. And I go on all day about that, man. Because like I said, that changed my life. That changed my career because I felt like if it changed my mind, and I'm able to look at things different now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, man, I can go all day on it. But I know we got to condense time. So
real talk. Nah, that's real. That's real organic conversation, bro. You know what I mean? Like you say, it's just like, as men most of the time too, we got to go through our own experiences, bro. Especially if it ain't in front of us, but when we get out in the real world, bro, we go through our own. Like we know what it was like for say granddad and them grandma, but it's like now I'm out here, like, and I'm going through stuff, and I probably faced stuff that they didn't, and now I gotta see what works for me. But as we have halfway through 25 right now, man, what this year been teaching you about yourself in the game?
Ooh, man. The biggest thing is be grateful. Like, I'm a type of person, sometimes I could be like, I'm not working hard enough or I'm not doing hard enough. But sometimes it's just like, man, you're doing enough for what it is for right now. You still got more stuff to learn. Sometimes I was thinking I learned. Sometimes I think that I know a lot, and it's like, dang, I need to learn a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand what we're transitioning to. You know what I'm saying? When I first started off in the industry, it's different from 6 years to now. When I started off, it was kind of transitioning to the internet. I was still outside. Like I remember with Chief Keef project, I was outside posting up, them poster boards and stuff.
No bad game.
Man, I was outside 3 o'clock in the morning posting them up. You know what I'm saying? I was through the city, they was taking them back down. But you know what I'm saying? But it taught me character. I ain't gonna flex. It taught me character because, like, man, I could have just took the man money and just put it in my pocket, but it taught me like do the right thing. But I'm gonna say that to say, but in 2025, it definitely taught me to be thankful and to learn and to understand this is a process. You know what I'm saying? And great things, it sometimes for something to be motivated, something great, it takes time. And I've been in this process for almost like 10 years, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the last 6 years is really when I took it seriously, when I really started getting money. So like 6 years, man, it's just been a process of just learning and stuff that ain't growing.
Yeah. Nah, I like how you said that, bro. It's like, when it's like you going through the process, it's gonna take time, but it's like you the originator of the recipe, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this gonna be Big Dawg Tone recipe. You feel me? Out of all the other executives, you got your own formula, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, and you taking your time, because when you give it to them, it's gonna be the best thing they ever seen or had, bro.
man, and let me tell you, you like the millionth person said that too, man. Like, the way I'm moving is so different. Because even other execs don't understand me. But it's like I understand, or maybe bigger rankings, like I said, because I study. understood what he was saying in his message. And I studied great people. And I'm like, why do Bigger Franklin's got a great, you know what I'm saying, like a great career? Even in his 60s, they still rocking with him. He learned to love on people. You feel me? And I think what execs are gonna stop doing, they focusing on the money so much, and they're not even loving on the artist, or you know what I'm saying, the art and stuff like that. So it's like I want to take all that away from it. Like, man, let's get back to religion. Why is this man saying this in his rap? You know what I'm saying? Why are you talking about killing such? Man, okay, bro, come over here. We're gonna chop it up. I don't care what you're rapping about. Go ahead and do your rap, but we're gonna chop it up on the other end. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the difference between me now and then back then, because it's like I kind of care. I don't say I kind of care. I do care. I really do care, and I'm very passionate about it.
Nah, real spill, bro. Like that's the realest thing that you want to come across in the industry, bro. Is somebody that care, like, genuinely, not just about what you can do with the numbers. They more so like, man, cause it's almost like watering everybody. We watering each other like a garden, like plants, bro. You feel me? Like, we gotta maintenance each other. You feel me? Especially we all together. We gotta, you know, keep each other up the par. Especially if it's a team. We all working like an engine, bro. For real.
Yeah, man. I take any type of criticism. I don't care if a child's coming telling me something. If a child coming to me doing something wrong, I'm gonna listen to that child. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes we miss out on the message because we don't like the messenger. I had to learn to start liking the messenger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like the message, even though I don't like the messenger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Nah, real talk, man. So based on the climate of the industry right now, like one specific goal you already have in mind for next year, like we ain't but down the last 4 months, and I already could tell you probably see the forecast already going in the next year.
Oh man, because like I said, it's so different. Because one minute I'm thinking I want to go in this direction, and I done got a whole nother type of situation that made me go into a whole nother different direction. Man, but I learned, like I said, to trust the timing and trust in what everything, you know what I'm saying, that God has to offer. You feel me? So it's just like, wherever God point me at, that's where I'm gonna go. Because sometimes I think like, man, I want to do this. I want to do this. Like, nah, man, I may not need you there right now. The industry, one thing I understand, the industry is never going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So whatever direction that he's pointing me towards, I'm gonna go. And like I said, it's different. Don't get twisted now. I'm even nervous and scared about doing it. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it because, you know what I'm saying, it needs to be done. So it's just like, it's different. But like I said, man, it's gonna change. It's gonna definitely shake up the industry.
Nah, facts, man. So we're gonna start with the foundation, man. You feel me? Take us back to Camden, South Carolina. Like, what it was like growing up there for you, and how did you feel your roots shape the person you are? You know what I'm saying, that we see today.
Well, you know, growing up in a small city of Camden, South Carolina, man, it teaches you really to have a big imagination.
Yeah.
You know, I have a child. I learned to have a childlike imagination coming from South Carolina because you know, of course, y'all in Atlanta, y'all seeing this. You know what I'm saying? You see your favorite rapper.
I ain't gonna need to lie. I'm from Orlando, but you know.
Orlando, but even
you gotta grow with the imagination of seeing out. Yeah.
So growing up in Camden, I'm only seeing
what
I see, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to say it like this, but you gotta kind of say it. But the hood of superstars, you get what I'm saying? So it's like those were my inspirations. I never wanted to really you know, grow up and do music or anything. I just wanted to be like the people in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real.
I know what they're like, well.
So it taught me, but also then too, I knew, man, they knew that it was something different about me. So they pushed me to a whole nother different, like, man, bro, you too nice.
They see it in you.
They seen it, man. I was actually want to come out there in the hood and try to sell dope. And man, like, man, go home, man, you too nice, man, you too friendly, you know what I'm saying? But growing up in a small town, like I say, it taught me to have a great imagination and to dream big. And so when I got to Atlanta, it was just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like Joe Blow beside me, he used to be in the studio. He's not even a fan. Like this is like going to get candy. You know what I'm saying? To be around celebrities. To me, it's like I'm shaking. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to do this. I don't do that. But it really did taught me to really dream big and to really, you know, show my people in my city like, yo, you can do anything. Like I tell anybody, like, man, it's crazy. I'm not This is how I know sometimes, you know, God is real, because I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm from a small city.
Man, telling you, bro.
I'm from the capital. You feel me? Like I can see if I'm from the capital. I'm not even from the capital. And so for me to even be like, man, like I said, it just taught me to dream big and have a childlike imagination. I'm just being real.
You were one of the ones that made it out and actually somewhere else, and you, like you say, around something you would have never thought, bro. That ain't nothing but God, dog. Cause that was your path.
I ain't never want to do music. I spent 10 years in the military. No, I spent 6 years in the military. I wanted to be in the military for 20 years. I tell everybody that was my plan. I wanted to be in the military for 2 years. I was gonna retire out. That was it, bro. I got hurt, and then it's like, boom. Okay, I got to pivot quick. And it just pivoted into this direction. I ain't know about music. I ain't know nothing about being an engineer.
So, bro,
I spent 2 years trying. Go ahead.
Oh, I want to say So what that even came in? You feel me? Like what sparked your interest in, like?
Man, one night I was praying. I was like, God, what you want me to do? It just came so quick. It was like, do music. But it was so crazy that it got prophesied over my life. Like about 3 years ago, when I was coming home from Afghanistan, I was at church, and this lady was like, you're going to make a lot of money doing music. And I'm looking at the lady like, man, this lady don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm being real. I'm like, man, I want to be in the military for years, man. I'm training. Like, I want to go to Ranger school. Like, that's what I wanted to do. I want to be one of them super soldiers. Like, you know what I'm saying? And but like with that situation, like I said, it was prophesied like that. It was like, yo, you're gonna do music, and I was like, but it's so funny that it came to pass now, and I'm starting to see it now. More than ever. It's like, man, I gotta stay on this right path, man. I gotta stay, doing my thing. But that's how I came across. I never wanted to do music, and that's sometimes people in my city, you know what I'm saying, they love me. But of course, some might be jealous, but because it was something I never wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, how I skipped everybody. And then when I came in, I went straight to the top. I didn't have to struggle. You feel me? So it's like, that's how I do too. You know what I'm saying? I only made my life hard, but my life was set up to be easy.
That real, bro. That ain't nothing but God, dog. And it's crazy when you say that, bro. So it seems like God talked to you too through people, bro. Like you say, it'll send messages through people, bro. And like you say, you be like, damn, how you even know that about me, or what you talking about and stuff? That, bro, that ain't nothing but him, bro. I done had encounters like that where it's like, and they don't even know me from a can of paint, bro, at all. And they be telling me about myself.
Man, that's how you do. You got a special type of anointing, a special type of mission that's gonna go
real on. Talk, bro. And like you say, when you ain't supposed to even be here, you ain't supposed to be here. How the hell I'm here? How, like, real talk.
Man, I done overjumped the people that stay here their whole life. So it's like, I'm just being real. So it's like, and I don't take that for granted. I don't take that for granted, and I don't rub that in people's faces, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, man, I want everybody to experience what I experienced, man. There's no better feeling to wake up and, you get to kick it with your favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of normal, but it's like, man, it's no better feeling. At first, it was no better feeling going to tour with Zay. I mean, Zay took me on my first tour. I'm like, whoa, like, so I get y'all favorite rap, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, Zay taking me to I'm in California. And it was so crazy. I'm going to tell you a quick little story and you're going to laugh about it. I thought I wasn't go at first, because when I got there at 6 o'clock in the morning, couldn't find my plane ticket. So I'm scared. I'm like, man, and be true, you know what I'm saying, man. About 5 minutes before we got on the flight, they found my plane ticket. I was able to get on. Of course, he would have paid me to kind of get on there, but it was just like the label had cut the check for everybody. But it was just like, man, I stayed up the whole night. I think, matter of fact, I stayed up for about 2 nights. I was so tired, man. By the time we got to California, man, they told me to start driving. I couldn't even drive because I had stayed up 2 nights. I couldn't sleep. I done told everybody, told social media, I'm going so it's like, man. And then 5 minutes before I'm gone, you tell me you can't find my ticket. Man, I was like, man, I done lied to these people on social media and everything. They gonna think I'm a fluke now. But I got
that what it is, bro.
Because I have a lot of gratitude about this. You feel me? Like I'm You feel me?
I can tell it, bro. You feel me? Cause it's just like when you so used to stuff, and when you know how God working on you, bro, you don't even be tripping. It's just like it's I already know it's me and my purpose. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. So when you reflect on where you come from, like what was the biggest obstacle you had to like overcome before you even touched the music industry? You feel me? Was it when you was in the military and you had to pivot?
The biggest obstacle was like, pivoted and then trusted that I you know, because I had my plans too. Was when I got out, I was just going like, man, you might as well just go ahead and get you one of them jobs, a Blue Cross Blue Shield. You know, they had me for like one of them, what you call them jobs, like the mail clerk. Man, I was like, man, they paying $25 an hour. Man, you gonna move up in the company and you just gonna call life what it is. You know, what I'm saying? I had plans, but just to pivot like that into
that bit wasn't meant for you, bro. That's why you got hurt. it wasn't meant.
Man, let me tell you, man, it's so crazy, man, because it's just like I didn't even know I was hurt. I'm trying for Ranger school. Like I'm supposed to be I'm being shipped off to Ranger school in like 2 weeks. I passed the test and everything, the pre-Ranger course and everything. Man, they called me and was like, yo, like, you know, you got a reticulolisthesis in your spine. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, your spine is crooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what that mean? They're like, you know, I was like, so I can't go. They're like, nah. They're like, man, we gonna have to. They started the med board process on me immediately, like to go ahead and discharge. And I didn't like it came all out the blue. Like I said, I had passed Ranger, ran the 5-mile course, everything. I'm thinking like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, how? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I always had pains, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking like, man, a man gonna have pain in his legs and his back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, that's tripping. You know, they tripping, but you know, but I knew it was serious though. I was like, well, can I at least she was like, I was like, will I be able to do any of the jumps again? Just like if you do one more jump out of a plane, like you'll be paralyzed. So it's like I had to take it. Yeah, I had to take it serious. And then I was like, yeah, well, you know, it was a nice run. Yeah, it led me to depression and all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I stayed depressed for at least about 3 or 4 years for that.
That's a big shift too, dog. Like you say, out the blue, but it's just in the middle of that when you're trying to understand like what's going on, and like you say, when you don't even see what's going on now ahead of you, you feel me? Like you say, you'll be thinking like, damn, boy, like, you know, I get that, bro. That's man. So if you had to name your top 3 artists all the time, bro, who would they be and why? Like they hold that much weight in your story when it comes to music.
And that's so crazy. My girl asked me the other day. Shoot. My top 3. And it's so crazy. I'm gonna say these top 3, and I really don't even like their music. I'm gonna have to go with well, I mean, I like Michael Jackson. I'm gonna say Michael Jackson. And I'm gonna say Michael Jackson, Eminem, and I'm gonna have to say Kanye. And the reason why I say because I'm thinking about impact. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can sell records, but Michael Jackson, they have impact. Like they say something and it's law. Jay-Z say something and it's law. You feel me? Eminem, he can say something and it's law. And so it's like, yeah, they, you know, them guys done with Diamond and stuff like that. But I look at more at impact. You know, especially like I say, even with Kanye, impact. You know what I'm saying? When he say something, people pay attention to it.
Man.
And that's how, you know, study somebody who's their greatness is, you know what I'm saying? Like when they say something, do people pay attention to it?
Man, they'll listen to Kanye like he the weatherman, bro. They gonna listen.
and I have to catch myself, like, man, I have to catch myself because I'm like, man, you know, but I'm like, man, that's not my God, you know what I'm saying? But I'll put him up there. Like, man, Kanye, man, that's what it is.
Entertainment, he gonna yell.
I remember meeting Kanye, and I was just like, I just felt like, man, if I just get close to him, just to touch his hand, man, I felt like, man, he was gonna put some type of energy in. Like that's how I always felt. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real when I first met him, you know. But you know, them definitely my picks.
Yeah, man. So outside the music, bro, you feel me? Who are 3 business moguls that inspired your grind and made you look at the industry differently? You know,
like definitely, like I said, bigger rankings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say it. Charleston White. I study Charleston White.
Hey, man. I see what he doing though. He tell you what he doing, bro. I don't see how people don't catch that. The man literally tell you what's going on.
Man, I don't like everything he do, but I like everything he do. You know, I guess I'm not so. I couldn't be the one to be that vulgar. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He don't.
But he has to because he understands the message that he has to give to his people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely white. And then if I had this big ring, is Charles White, and then one more person they got great business. And definitely 50 Cent.
Oh yeah,
50 Cent.
yeah.
I study those people.
But you read the 50th Law book by 50? He got a book called The 50th Law. Man, it's a good one.
I gotta read it too because
him and Robert Greene. Yeah, that it.
The laws of power, 49 laws of power, however it is. I remember reading that.
But the one with 50 though, man, it's not as long as how his other one like a bigger than a dictionary with the 48, with that 50, bro. You're gonna start thinking, it make you just them type of books make you reflect on like yourself and situations you've been through and kind of break it down a little more, bro. With like reading through the stuff he be doing, bro. But it's hard.
Yeah, the 48 laws of power. I mean, really, that book is really sets you up to really get what you want and don't even gotta pay no money for it. Like I'm just you can really, if you really study that book, you really can finesse people and do what you need them to do for you.
Yeah. Nah, real, man. So, like you say, you having a military background before music, like what parts of discipline and leadership carried over and like became your advantage in this business?
Like 5:30 in the morning. I get up 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30.
Yeah.
Definitely the exercise. Like I said, I lost the discipline, but like now, I'm extremely disciplined. For like the last 2 years, extremely disciplined. I get up, work out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely getting up at 5 in the morning. Just keeping a structured life. You know, eating the right things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might fall. You know, I think too with eating, I'm able to do it a little bit different because I had the surgery, but also I still have to understand the fact of putting the right things in your body to give you the energy. So yeah, but definitely, you know, those are definitely something I still take, you know what I'm saying? And having good character and stuff like that. Like, because, you know, I forgot what it was called, but I know respect, integrity, the 5 something, you know what I'm saying? But I try to keep the ones that I remember. I know it's character, integrity, respect, honor, and it was another one. I can't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's about 10 years since I had to say it. I know I kept them good. The 4 main ones I like, you know what I'm saying? And it definitely helped me in my walk of life because I try to be the same person at home that I'm online. And so that day, I never wanted to be a type of guy, you know what I'm saying? People love me online, but you know, I'm at home, I'm jumping on a lady and beating on them, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, that's why I say that online thing be so much of a facade, bro. It's like I come from the era before the internet. Like when we millennials, bro, and all that, it's like we was what we were before the internet even happened, bro. So it's just like if I go out somewhere, bro, it don't matter about what I did, who I know, or whatever. I'm gonna introduce myself to people, bro. That's just respect wise. You feel me? I ain't finna sit here and act like everybody supposed to know me or because I had X amount of this online and it's gonna apply in person. Bro, it's everything done changed on the social dynamic, bro. From the clubs, night sections, and people ain't interacting. They bro, it's just different, bro. It's like, damn, when did the world change like this, bro? It's like the old times didn't even really, it was like fake or something, bro. Like, oh no.
Man, you hate to say it, but it kind of is. It really was. You know, you hate to say it like that, but you have to kind of slay this way sometimes. But you know, that was my biggest thing. I want to be, man, I believe in charity starts at home. I can't be one way home and then get out here in the streets and then, you know what I'm saying? Nah. The people around me, like when I die, the people that around me gonna love me and the people in the streets gonna love me. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest thing I take away. Man, definitely,
Real talk, man. So what was the moment you realized like I'm not just learning the game, I am the game?
Ooh. Yeah. That's a good one right there. I think, you know what's crazy? It had to be this last year because
Yeah.
I think once I understood, like I said, I applied those principles and stuff I wanted to this year, I realized I could do anything I set my mind to. Like, to me, the stuff I was doing with Zay and the authentic, to me, that's nothing. But like the stuff that I'm doing now, to me, it's like, dang, like, man, I wish I would have did this 6 years ago. But it's just like, now I understand, like,
timing, huh?
Yeah, it's timing, man. It's like, man, now it's like, man, you like I got it up here now. And I think that's it's up here now. You feel me? Like I used to tell Nuke, I like Nuke, bro. I'm telling you right now, when I get on 100%, I said what I'm doing is on 70% because when I first started off, I was doing, you know what I'm saying, doing little events, doing the show, stuff like that, but I was chasing the wrong thing. And they told me like, bro, you chasing fame, you're not chasing success. So, cause you know what I'm saying, everybody was like, they wanted me to do little events, stuff like that, because they was, you know, they knew I was with Zay and doing a certain little thing. But I was just doing it kind of like stunt on my own. Man, you see me on this flyer. I'm stunting on the people who grew up, you know what I'm saying, people in my city. And so I started to realize, yeah, man, like you playing music is it. You playing it. You know what I'm saying? You're not really being it. They invite you to do certain things, but do you have those resources to when they come to you, you can make those calls. And so that's how I know that, you know, I'm kind of like how you just said it. I'm him now. You know what I'm saying? Like I now I can pick up the phone. And be like, yo, you, hey man, I got this artist. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or Nuke, bro, you know what I'm saying? We need to check this artist out. Or you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I could take an artist like, hey man, we're gonna start here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this and do this, I'm gonna call here, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. So but yeah, in the beginning I definitely was playing music exactly.
Nah, facts, bro. That's real. So can you break down the actual time and grind it took to truly learn the business side, like the sleepless nights, the setbacks, the trial and errors?
Whew, man, I learned so much in the last year. Now I learned also because it was, like I said, with me it's a little different, and it was already set up for me. Sometimes I think the biggest thing I had to learn was just be yourself. Just be yourself, and everything gonna be laid out for you. See, my biggest thing was, like I said, I have to be real. I was growing up, I wasn't the most popular kid. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, I was that dorky kid to about 16, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I would just stunt. I'm trying to get back at people.
Nah, real talk.
Like a lot of this, I was trying to get back at people. And so once I learned, like, man, that type of stuff don't even matter, man. Go out here and be great. You in the building with all these great people, be great. You know what I'm saying? But I spent more of that time trying to show people and make people believe that I was doing something I wasn't doing. So that's what. So to answer your question, it definitely had to be, you know what I'm saying, this last, you know what I'm saying, year, because it really just put in my mind, like, you know what, I'm gonna be great at this. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna learn the game. I'm gonna study the game. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm not gonna try to be this person, like this big time such and such. You know, I don't have to do that. Just be great at, like, man, just get an artist. Like prime example. I'm just gonna say one artist. Like that. I'm just gonna say Down Bike. I just did her press release. Man, just be good at making a good email template and sending it out to DJs. Just be good at that. Master that first. I started to learn how to master certain things, and just like, you know what, all that other stuff don't mean anything. Be great at this, and then the money will come. So I was like, dang, you know what, man? Okay, cool. I can make that call. Like, it was so cool. I was like, yeah, Tom, we set up a da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, dang, I didn't know it was that easy for me. But like I said, I spent more time trying to stunt on people in my city because I'm feeling some type of, like, man, they ain't put me in the basketball game growing up. You know, I'm just being real. I'm holding on stuff to 2007.
That's how you getting that get back with success though. You feel me?
But me, I'm mad about not getting in the game in 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I'm mad at coach. I'm mad at my partner just at me or something like that. So, but yeah, that's what I learned about, just mastering something.
Not real, bro. So like, what's one truth about the music business behind the scenes that most people have no clue about until they on the inside? Like, it's like when you're on the outside, you just our perception and what you perceive. But when you're on the inside, you like this the real deal going on, you know, like
everybody playing. And I'm okay with playing. I'm be real. You got to give sometimes. You got to give people something to believe in sometimes. But everybody ain't got the money. And you could tell, you know, so you could look at some people like, yeah, they get. Usually when I see people online, they begging and they like, man, do this, you know. I'm like, man, they ain't getting as much money as they say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely that everybody's playing. Everybody playing some type of character. And it's just like, it's okay to play a character, but play that character. You know what I'm saying? Play the right character. Play that character. You know what I'm saying? Your personality. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody want to be Bishop all Jews, bro. It's just like, but that ain't even the character you want to be if you real hard down. Like Bishop didn't play no amazing character like that. He was treacherous, bro. A whole snake.
But people want to play that, and you could tell when somebody's playing it and it's not their authentic self. And like I said, you can play the rapper. I want you to play the rapper. Ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you got to do it, you know what I'm saying? Put it on the chain, the fake chain. Okay, I'm cool with all that, but still be your authentic person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You gotta give some people something to believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like even my nephew, sometimes I might just tell him a lie just to get him to believe in something for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't gonna, you know, he may not grow up to be anything, but I'm making him feel he gonna be something at that time. You know? So yeah, that's the thing I learned. You know what I'm saying? And to tell people sometimes what they want to hear. Sometimes you can tell them what they want to hear first, and then sometimes you got to come back and tell them.
Just come back,
reel them in first. So I learned that real quick.
I feel that, bro. Because it'd be like you tell them something at the moment, then when they go out and experience and come back around, then you kind of be like, yeah, man. Because it come off a little bit more salty then because they done experienced something. So it's like
I had to learn that you can't tell no rapper they song ain't good in the studio at the time. But you put out your heart, but you can get them behind close. Hey, bro,
they go back around and do a couple spins and go over here and come back around again. Like, damn, bro, that wasn't it for real.
You just got to. I think that's something I mastered too. What to say and when to say it.
Damn,
some things ain't meant to be said right then.
That when to say it is definitely, like you say, timing though too. That definitely play a part in that. So, as far as your career, man, from Soul Asylum Studios to Zaytov and the Coalition DJ, when did you look at that power night? What was the turning point that really changed your trajectory?
Hey, man, because everybody's situation is a little bit different.
Yeah.
With me, I don't have to fight for situations. Like I just come in the room and sometimes like for any opportunity that came to me, it was organic. I never really had to fight for something, so I can't really kind of answer that question.
Yeah.
With me, like some people got it. Some people got to go out here and nigga. Yeah, but I don't have to for some odd reason. It's just organic with me.
Bro, that ain't nothing but God, dog. When it's organic and you ain't really working as hard, bro. Damn.
I made my life hard. Like it was set up, it was easy. But like I said, I'm trying to play. I'm looking back. I'm looking back at the people in the city, trying to stop them, and I bring my brand down to work with them, and I didn't even have to. I was working with this #1 producer in the game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like, why would I I'm taking my brand down to make them feel good about them when I didn't even have to. All I had to do was just stay where I'm at and just add on to it. But like I said, I think, I'm looking like that's the worst thing you can do is just try to use what you're doing to kind of like stunt on other people, and that's what I was doing. I can see them saying like that's the biggest thing. Man, just keep focused, keep your eye on what's ahead.
Real talk. So how important have relationships been for you in this business? And can you share a moment where one relationship opened the door that, a hustle alone just can't? Like, I feel like everybody just can't get through certain doors, bro. Like, you just got to be a certain type of person.
Man, like I said, I don't even know it myself, bro. If I can answer the question, it's just like, man, I think too is just having a level of humility and not coming in the room. I can say this, not coming in the room thinking you the biggest person in the room. If somebody to play, sometimes you're gonna have to humble yourself. I think that's the biggest thing. Humble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be like, I could do something, and you're like, nah, it ain't that time. That's the biggest thing I just said. Know when to say something and when to say something. Master that. Sometimes I just want, as long as I'm in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta be the loudest person in the room.
Or they're always the one talking.
Yeah, man, once I and it's so funny, Nuke could tell you, Nuke like, man, I was the guy in the corner with the laptop and typing up everything. They was in the studio, I'm over there in the corner with the laptop, typing up stuff, keeping records. I'm market, like, so it's like I knew, play this position and play it well. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, just get in the door. And I'm like, and for my bloodline and the people I love and the people that's gonna come up under me, I'm willing to do what it takes. I'm willing to be that guy in the corner right now so I can get in this door and have an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, but like I said, any type of situation is organic. Like for example, even with me and Diamond and Body manager, it was so organic. He came to the studio, we was chopping up, talking, boom, and he's like, yo, I want to get my stuff to DJs. I'm like, what? I can do that. You know what I'm saying? And I never made him feel like he was doing wrong in what he was doing in his job. And then I made him feel like he was teaching me something too, which he was. He was teaching me something. So I made him feel like we can really grow together. Because he got something I wanted and you got something I want, and let's just work together. I think that's the biggest thing. We gotta learn to work together as Black people. We
Tell you, bro. Everybody put it all in the pot. What you doing? What you doing with her, man? Man. That's that unity circle. Everybody grabbing hand with each other, bro.
Man, because you could sell influence. Man, right now with my partner, and his management company, man, I can use that for leverage. People take me serious when I sit there and say I'm doing marketing for a management company, and their clients are 40 Black youngster, super producer, Taj Money. You know what I'm saying? A Grammy nominated producer. They take me seriously in industry. Hey man, I do marketing for Zaytoven. Hey, so you can sell your clout, but when you start having your narcissistic mind thinking like you're bigger than the program. You're not. You own it. You're not bigger than the program. You're not bigger than the program, and I think that hurts a lot of Black folks because they want to come in. And I hear a lot of, man, I'm the hottest. Man, come on, bro. Like, you got to, until you own it, you got to play. You're gonna have to humble yourself.
Yeah. Nah, that's real, bro.
A lot of Black people don't want to hear this. A lot of folks don't want to hear that. You got to humble yourself, put yourself in the dough. And like I said, and for me to take care of my family and take care of the people I love, I'm willing to be the humble guy in the door until because once I get in that door, I'm gonna take off.
Smartest one in the room, moving like that.
Man, that's how I was with Zay, man. It took me about a year to figure it out. But man, I knew it then. I was like, man, this is what I want to do. Boom, boom, boom. And money gonna come. I learned to be great at something. Be great at something, and the money gonna come. And not try to fight for money all the time.
Yeah. Real talk, man. So even with you seeing the good, the bad, and ugly of the industry through it all, like what kept your purpose strong when you ever had time when you felt like, man, I just want to throw my hands up? Whether it's life too that probably played in the middle of it.
Sometimes I feel like it's not give up because
you breaking up a little bit, brother.
I can't work on it. Yeah, it's like giving up. I just made a post today. It's like not giving up on the fact of there's nothing going on, but giving up on the fact of I felt like my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it don't feel. It just doesn't feel like I'm doing what I need to be doing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You was with Authentic Empire, you with Zay and them, but people don't know the sacrifices. That's what I'm saying. Like the sacrifices behind the scenes, and like it's just the stuff you had to do, like you say, sleeping in the car and all that type of stuff. You did whatever you had to do to put yourself in position.
Yeah, man. And let me tell you, now I do it again too. You feel me? Because it definitely taught me humility. It taught me, be appreciative. Like right now, man, I be appreciative of anything. I see, I'm like, dang, I have empathy for the homeless people. I'm like, man, I've been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to kind of give them some money and stuff like that to help them out because, like, I remember them nights. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, And not to throw my family under the bus or anything, because my sister would have let me, but it's like I wanted to do it my way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you gonna get a job?
You know what I'm saying? You don't be want to put it on other people. Like, I ain't never,
So I'm like, don't get it twisted. My sisters would have helped, family would have helped. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I think the first thing gonna say, you might need to just go do something else. You might need to do such and such. And they don't see it for themselves. And they just want the best for you. So it's like they project fears on them. So it's just like I would never sit there and say my family would never help me because I never want to throw them on the bus like that. Yeah, stuff in the cars and stuff. Man, I stole out of gas stations for food, stores for food, all that crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And but I remember somebody asked me like, "Yo, what you willing to do for your career?"
Yeah.
And then I had to come in the studio with a smile on my face. So it's like, man, because to be honest with you, they're not making me do this. You choosing this, and and so like that definitely taught me a level of humility and humbleness. Definitely, I was like, man, cause I could have been mad at them because they was out there. I done seen men have been in the club, they throwing money. I'm like, man, I could use some of this money they throwing and stuff like that. But I had to watch it all. You know what I'm saying? I had to watch it and be there like, dang, you know what I'm saying? But I knew my time was coming, and I'm blessed now. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I'm staying in a 3-bedroom home. You know what I'm saying? And I can wake up and do whatever I want to do. You know, it's a nice car outside. Got my puppies cost $5,000-$6,000, Frenchies and stuff like that. So it's like, man, I'm able to sit here and say, man, I'm blessed, and walk around in nice clothes and stuff like that. It's not about that, but I can definitely see the fruits of my labor now.
Real talk, man. So, like I say, even with the artists you work with, like Black Youngster, 42 Dawg, just being around artists, like what's one behind the scenes moment that really stuck with you, even if from the beginning, like of you seeing like, man, this really how the industry, because everybody got stuff in their mind, but when you actually be around and be like, damn, it was really going on, like.
The biggest thing, like I said, like these guys are really characters. They really are characters, and these guys sometimes they probably the only person that's an artist / producer I can sit here and say they like that at home, and they like that. Youngster, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to throw them out in the bus, but Zay is the only artist or producer / artist I can see here and say, yeah, he's like that online and at home, and that was the biggest thing I learned from him too. That you can be yourself and still make it in the industry.
Yeah,
and that's if we don't take anything away from this conversation, you can be who you are and still make it in the industry. You just gotta find, you gotta find the people who, you know what I'm saying, was willing to accept that from you, and people going to accept that from you. I'm just being, once you start doing that fake stuff and stuff like that, they could tell. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started trying to do that type of stuff, people tell like, man, I ain't Tone. Like they you know what I'm saying? They don't feel like, man, he doing too much. He trying to get online. He trying to do the man. So that's what I'm gonna be, my authentic self. You know what I'm saying? And I heard this from a preacher. You know what I'm saying? I try not to be too spiritual sometimes, but he said, he said, the Lord can't bless no fake stuff. You know what I'm saying? He only can bless the real authentic person. So it's like, you feel me? So like, man, you get your true blessings come from God. You know what I'm saying? Man can give you some money, but your true blessings come from God.
Yeah, real talk.
I learned, bro. Like, good health, good life. I ain't waking up, I ain't got no baby mom. Nothing wrong with people who got no type of problem, but it's like I'm in my right mind. Like I'm not. I don't feel like I want to kill myself. I want to do this. I want to do that. I wake up and I'm happy. Like I'm genuinely happy. I wake up, man. Man, it's the best feeling in the world because I was living in so much hell up here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the goal, bro. When you could reach that, boy, you'll be like, boy, I can't let nobody take this from me, bro. For real.
Feel my peace. Man, I didn't have no peace in my mind.
Boy, man, you talking, bro. It don't feel you just. It be like, bro, when you ain't got no peace for that long, bro, you just get tired, bro. Like, it's just tiring, dog. You get exhausted. You feel me? You going like half your life like that.
Man, shoot, man. I'm a decorated war veteran. I got college degrees. Man, I ain't got to be going through this. But it's just like, man, it's a reason why you're going through this, because I want to be able to say, like, man, tell my story to even help other black, young boys, man. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna be a street dude or whatever they call, whatever they call it now, you know what I'm saying? Man, I feel like be the best at it. You feel me? Like, be all the way in, you know what I'm saying? And don't straddle the fence. Don't straddle the fence. Don't. You feel me? I'm just being real. If you're gonna be that way, be that. Be all the way in, and but don't try to straddle the fence. Don't get online teaching one thing, and because you know what I'm saying, and then being another type of person. Because like now you're confusing the young folks, because now they thinking you one way online, but you really a messed up person in life. So if you want to be like that, because it's a market for that. It's a market for people who want to be street niggas and stuff like that. It's a market for that. Be all the way in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm at home cussing my baby mama out. Yeah, I'm at home kicking up behind. Yeah, I'm telling. It's a market for that. But don't get online, because now you're confusing it. Like I said, confusing the young folks coming up, because they precious. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They looking at you. I never realized how much kids look at you. I never realized that till I got with a woman with some kids, and he told me one day, it messed me up. He's like, yo, I want to be just like you. And I'm just thinking like, nah, man, like me? Mm-hmm. But my mind, like, dang, yeah, you got to change. These kids really looking at you. I'm thinking like, man, this little boy, I ain't know what I'm talking about this. But it caught me. Like, yeah, you can't be like that. These kids watch everything you do. So, yeah, man.
For real, bro. Nah, that real, bro. That's the biggest thing, though, too, bro. It's like, because I be sitting there, like, looking at a lot of shit, I'm like, boy, I just like, bro, in the industry, bro, I just stand on certain things, bro. I can only align with what align with me, bro. It's just like you say, just, when you be around something, it's not really authentic all the way, and it's just like, I don't like faking stuff with people, bro. I don't like that, bro, because then it make me feel some type of way, because I got to do this to make you feel good. You know what I mean? Like, I got to do this to make you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, man, we ain't doing that, bro. It's too much energy.
It's too much. And so I learned to just align myself with people like me. You know what I'm saying? And still work with people who aligns with me. And and I'm telling you, it's the best way. And still, you know, so like I said, I deal with everybody, but I just prime example, I learned like from bigger rankings, you have to be real with people who real with you and fake with people who fake with you. And let everything else just kind of work itself out. You know what I'm saying? So
like that's 48 laws. What you say is just identifying what's what at the moment.
Man, that book teaches you so much, man. Like I said, I learned so much from reading that book. You know what I'm saying? Because you really can get anything out of life for free.
Yeah.
If you know how to apply that, man. Man, you can get people to just give you a whole $1 million if they ain't got it.
Yeah, man. Real talk. Like, it's just letting somebody think you ain't as knowledgeable as you are. Don't even present yourself as too intelligent. Let them get their shine on. You feel me?
Yeah, never outshine the master. Never outshine. That's the biggest thing. And I think that's where it comes, the humility. I never want to outshine the master, because they ain't gonna like that. Because I know I'm just being real. I probably wouldn't like that. Man, what you think you know more than me? How you think you know more than me? It offends some people. Some people can't take it because they operate on some type of ego. Most ego, you know what I'm saying? So it's like once you realize that, then you gotta move accordingly.
Nah, for real. So when you think about the platform you built with Back in the Booth and the Coalition DJs, you know, working with that, like what impact do you hope it leaves, you know, on the next wave of artists?
Man, I ain't even think that far. It was just something, man. Cause what I want to do, is really, and shout out to my boy over there at Legacy Studios. Me and Fireman, we was chopping it up. We actually we're gonna put together a event, like a conference, and we're just gonna invite everybody to come out, come kick it with us. Man, if you want to come in here just to do marketing, you want to come in and just record, everything's gonna be free. You're gonna get. We just want to just get the young folks in there and just chop it up with them and talk to them. I think that, to me, that platform is cool, is dope. I want it to grow, but to me, I look at that as a reward. I don't look at it too much as a blessing. Like what I'm gonna do a Fireman over there at Legacy Studio, to me, that's a blessing because it's like, man, I really want to help these young folks.
Yeah.
And kind of change the way that they're, kind of thinking about things. So yeah, I love what I do at the course. I mean, shout out to Funky, shout out to X, man, that they give the opportunity to even come help them create a platform like that. They could have chose anybody. But of course, of course, they looked at the resume and to understand the resume, who I worked with, they respected it. So I respect them for that. But man, me doing this event with Fireman Studio, that's gonna be big to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, I really, that's the kind of route I want to go. You know, in a sense of, my legacy. I don't want my legacy just to be like, man, I created a mic drop platform.
Right.
I want.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to be like, man, he really changed the culture.
Yeah, like you say, bringing the younger generation together. You feel me? Like instead of preaching to them, you bringing them up under the roof, and it's just like, let me just get y'all game right here. You feel me? While I got y'all attention, because that's gonna get them anyway. So you wear the hat of a marketer, curator, and A&R. If you had to define your true purpose in music, like what would it be in one sentence?
Man, I don't even want to put it. When you start putting titles and stuff,
them labels and yeah.
I don't like putting labels.
That is crazy, bro. I be thinking the same, bro. I don't label myself in general.
They box you in. I just say music executive because it's just like, man, that's and people can come to you for anything. So yeah.
I say that, bro, and really you the true definition of it, because it's a lot of people that run around with certain titles, and like you say, they be playing it, but they ain't really doing the groundwork. And bro, I've literally just seen somebody crash out like that.
And now in this industry, it's really, you don't have to have a title, because with the internet, you could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really no more like real A&Rs. There's really no more, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You could be whatever just whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different now. But back in the day, I wanted to be like this big time A&R type stuff. Like, unless you really can take an artist and sign them and put some money in their pocket, it really don't mean anything. I'm just being real. That's just a title. I don't want that title. I tried doing that, like, I want to be this A&R, I want to be this, and it just really, like, it hurt the brand of me, because now like I'm doing these events, I'm throwing these events, but you're not signing nobody, so it hurts the brand. And it's so crazy, because, like, even shout out to Al Nuke, I keep saying him all the time, because he's really been a big inspiration in my career. He's like, bro, you don't want to do that. But at the time, like I said, I wanted to do that because I'm thinking like, man, I'm stunting, I'm an A&R. He's like, bro, you're going to hurt your brand like that, because you really ain't signing nobody. You know what I'm saying?
All right, stamping the brand with that. So people are going to be looking for that, for you to sign somebody.
Asking him, he's like, bro, be a marketer, bro. It's safe. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come to you with something safe. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I ain't good at that. I'm like, man, Nuke just think I can't be an A&R. But he was trying to teach me something. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, man, it's always something more for me to learn. That was years ago, man. That was about like 5 years ago I was doing stuff like that. Now I would never do nothing like that. I say it hurts the brand. It really does. It hurts the brand. And it kind of like takes away the trust between you and the artist. Because now they're coming to you for something. You deliver. Now you're becoming a liar.
Bruh, and for any artist or entrepreneur watching this right now, like, what's the biggest misconception they might have about making it that you want to clear up right now?
That it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's easy, and then it's hard. It really is. It's easy because social media has made it easy, but then it's hard because you're fighting with the person in the mirror.
Yeah.
You're looking at now you get to see the other big time people. Now you get to see them, and you're looking like, man, I'm just as good as them. And you're trying to focus on these. Promise, I'm just saying, Future sold 1 million records. You're gonna look at that and minimize what you're doing just because you sold 6 records that week, or 6 streams. Well, I'm saying that 1 million streams. You just did 100 streams this week. You're gonna look at that like, man, I ain't good enough. But when you should just be happy and say, you know what? I'm glad I got 100 streams. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get 200. So I think that's where it messes up. It messes up the mental. But it's easy to pop up as an artist if you take that principle right there and be like, you know what? I'm just happy that I got 100 streams. 100 people stream my. Let me figure out how to make 200 streams versus trying to figure out how to do 1 million streams. Just be happy for the little wins.
Big talk,
that's
man.
my take.
I look at it like money, bro. Compound interest, bro. Everything add up to something. You feel me? You keep at it. You feel me? It gonna add up to the big win, bro. Cause when you get that big win, you gonna start thinking about everything you did to get there. You feel me? But yeah, brother, like I say, it definitely was an honor to have you on here, man. We got the Big Dawg Tone, man. You feel me? Big music executive out of Atlanta, man.
Man, I'm honored to be here.
Real talk, brother. Like I say, man, a lot of game you gave. Like I say, bro, just giving the real deal. And I love to hear the details. You feel me? Like, I don't like to just see the end result, bro. Like, tell me, like, what the story was, what you had to do to get your own experiences and all that stuff means something, dog. You feel me?
Because I could easily tell you what I'm doing, you know, the story to get to where I done got to. So yeah, that's why I love doing these podcasts. I do any podcast to tell my story. I love talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love telling my story because, you know, we all got a story. And you know, if my story can help somebody, I'm definitely gonna share it. Definitely. So yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah, bro. Like I say, that consistency is the biggest thing I noticed, bro. It's just the minute you stop doing something, it's just like, you know, you gotta keep going. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, bro. Like I say, bro, it's much to put over here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, look forward to seeing what you got going on, bro. And like I say, I'll be through there soon, bro, to get on the one platform you got. You feel me? So,
definitely tap in with me.
But yo, bro, I say it's just like everybody coming in on our platform, bro. It's like initiation, bro. It's like it started out with just from the A down to Orlando, then I started hitting everywhere, using the internet for what it is, bro. Like you say, that old technique of getting out in the box. I believe in that still to this day. Like, I like going out and actually building and touching people and chopping it up, bro. But the internet, I'm like, shoot, if I can hit everywhere. We done hit overseas and everything now, bro. So that's what I'm like, man. I started it just by accident, and I was like, bro, I want to do an overseas show, bro. Let's do it. Producer that made one of my beats overseas, and I say, bro, we just kept going. It just
that's how it starts off. Doing something just to do it, and you just like I tell anybody, man, most playing basketball just as a child, I just wanted to play basketball. I ain't really want to know about it. You know, the coaching and everything, but you just start, you know what I'm saying? Once I started playing the basketball, then it's like, okay, I want to fine tune what I'm doing. And so, you know what I'm saying? Definitely what you got is dope, man. And like I said, all you got to do is just always remember this before we get off. Great people repeat. Broke people start. So you just like, okay, from this segment right here, how I'm going to get better. Like, prime example, how we're even talking, I always figure out how I'm going to get better. What could I say different? What can I do different? You know what I'm saying? I know in this segment I might have messed us up, but how am I going to get better? Because I understand with talking or anything, man, you got to invoke some type of emotion in people. So it's just like, man, I want to be able to evoke some type of emotion, some type of, I want people to be like, man, they really got something from me. I don't want to be a nigga on here just talking. So, just talking, just to hear talk. So that's why I didn't want to talk about music. I never talk about music. My struggles, I never talk about anybody. I want to talk about my struggles, my failures, because then I'm more relatable.
Yo, you ain't lying, bro. That ego will have people talking, and he's just like, what the nigga just said, bro? Like, the ego had them saying stuff where they just listening to themselves. They don't even know what they even telling people, bro. Like, but
definitely. So yeah,
hey man,
bro, so definitely we tapped in, man. So definitely hit me up, bro.
Yeah, big facts, bro. Before I get you out of here, man, when you hear the word underdog, what does it mean to you personally, and how does it connect to your journey?
Shoot, to be the underdog, sometimes, man, it makes you realize that, man, you got to work a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with being an underdog. It's just staying an underdog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It means you really, you know, because people like, man, what's that big saying people say, they slept on. I'm like, no, you ain't slept on. You just ain't hard enough.
Yeah, real talk. You ain't lying. You say standing because I'm like, everybody start off somewhere with something. And then when you just get the popping and you like that, then yeah. But it's always gonna be in the beginning where people be looking at it like, what you doing, how you doing, and why you doing this, and questioning. Then they want to ride the wave when they actually see the vision. You know, it's what you see for yourself. Yeah, most dope, brother. Like I say, man, it's season 9, episode 12, man. Back in the booth with Big Dawg Tone, marketing, music, and motivation.
Gold mouth, rabbit on my teeth, I got carrots. Open up a mouth and she got vocals sound like Janet. Marble on the floors, but the kitchen kinda granted. Lean color perk, you would think it's pomegranate. I see flying saucers finna roll another planet. It will fall in place if it's meant to be organic. I got crazy lingo, you would think I'm speaking Spanish. I'm something like a pie, never leave without the cannon.
I'm enlightened, check, I got stones around my neck. If you pay attention, I teach her how to earn respect. I walk around with a tag like I'm mad at the rail. People do any damn thing for a check. So what if you got signed labels, throw them on the shelf? I don't ask for help, I just go within myself. Hard times I prevail, I bust up out my shell. I let my nuts hang, cause it don't got no curfew.
Gold mouth,